loosely from the stanchion. Single metal fiber holds it in place. Okay. That was the worst outcome ever. Let's interact with that. A lambent green fluid drips from the end of the device. Nozzle and hisses angrily on the metal surface beneath. Without any antagonist to aim it toward, the device doesn't serve any obvious purpose.
Let's go.
Yeah, I thought so. He would use that against me, Koro. Camera controls are really clunky though. Examine the door. This metal door is thick, heavy and unmarked by time. Double rows of circular bumps run horizontally and vertically across its surface. It is firmly sealed. The metal surface is infused with minuscule threads that are barely visible to the human eye. They only run in straight lines and right angles, and they seem to converge at the circular bumps. Upon closer inspection, you notice that each of the bumps is unique. Some have flat faces, others are usually many-sided polygons, and a few are marked by tiny apertures. Unfortunately, you don't see anything that resembles an odd keyhole or access device. You try touching both the flat planes of the door and the small bumps, but nothing happens. Let's examine it again. Yeah, you don't find anything. Let's knock. You knock lightly at first, then harder. The door makes no sound at all, and nor does it shudder or yield. Let's loot that. No! Now Alligator took my weapon also. Oh my god. Okay.
Yes. Now.
So now we have to go. There's nothing else. Oh,
Yes.
let's loot that.
Now.
Okay, another one of those. And another one of those.
Yes.
Come on. Did I really lose all companions?
I'm going.
Character abilities. Can I onslaught this one? The ancient
Yes.
weapon. Let's interact with that. There's a shallow depression in the surface. Like many others scattered around the construct, unlike the others, energy still pulses across this one at random intervals. A slight yet implacable sense of unease emanates with each wave of energy. There is a loose lens at the center of the depression. You think you could redirect the psychic effect somewhere more useful, but it'll be tricky to get to it between the energy pulses. Without any antagonist to aim towards, the device doesn't serve any obvious purpose. Maybe we should have fought them.
Go.
I wanna try fighting someone. Shit. Let's see. Okay. Otero, Sagus, townsperson, horrified man, Tibir, spectator, Yin the overseer. Let's examine. Twin creatures of a type you've never seen flank in central orb, their cultural significance lost on you. Behold, three ancient spirits await you in the dark. One will laugh. What? Hey, who are you? Wind spins off the distant sea, sweeping between you and the boy, whistling up towards the peaks of Sagus cliffs. He glances at you, then at the crowd in the plaza beyond. He appears to be looking for someone. Would she have come to the city? Doesn't seem like her kind of play, but... So you wandering down on the reef. Did you get to the star before the others did? Guess not. Not in the face that's found good pick. A lot of people went looking for the star. Nah, not too many. Gotta be a carker to go down to the reef. That place is haunted. But despite the hard words, his eyes settle on yours, studying, deciding. His mouth settles into an irritated line. Look, he says, running a hand over his stubbled scalp. You hide it well, but I can tell you're new here. I ain't trying to offend you, but I don't like leaving folk new to Sagus on their own. If you have questions about the city or Circus Minor in particular, I'll answer them, free of charge. Just this time, he adds hastily, maybe until the end of the day. I don't usually give away advice for nothing, understand? Let's see. You? Nothing. Like I said, I hate seeing people lost, and I figured you might be. So we're in Circus Minor now? Yeah, the heart of the city, he says, folding his arms. The Levi's and politicians all tell you that Government Square is the center of Sagus Cliffs, but they're not thinking right. Framing the plaza. When folk come to Sagus, they come here. They talk and trade, flirt and fight, tell stories. Everyone who comes here lives different. Anyway, what do you want to know? What are you doing here anyway? Just got back from his scrounge, he says. I'm here trading salvo for supplies before I set out again, enjoying the sights, you know. Where would she have gone if she came here, and why? Who are you looking for? He flinches and glares at you. At first it seems like he's not going to answer. A girl I met a while back, he says, at last looking away. She was new in town, like you. I'm just wondering what happened to her, if she's okay. Anyway, you have any other questions? It didn't look like she broke camp, more like she left in a hurry. What happened on the stage? An execution, he says, rolling his eyes. It'll be going on for a few days yet. All those folk think they'll learn great truths from the nightmares of a dying man. It's not worth my time, but it might be worth yours if you have seen one before. Prata, that's the bag lady in the market. It's pretty good with machines. You might ask her for advice. Oh, Prata, okay. Otherwise you'll want to visit the four men in the underbelly. They might be able to fix it, if they can stop fighting long enough. Okay, Prata. So we got a lead. Nice. You live here? I guess yes. Not really. Oh, walls are nice, but they keep you in one place. I like to move around, explore. Don't like being here much at all, really. City folk are scarier than scroungers. What can you tell me about the city? Depends what you want to know, he says. I spend most of my time in the Circus Minor, but there's other districts too. Government Square, Cliff's Edge, the Underbelly, and Caravanserai. There's also the Reef of Fallen Worlds, but you've already been down there. Let's ask about something else. It's too much dialogue to go through. I mean, where can I find a place to sleep? The cult of the changing god might let you sleep in their camp, or you can try Tranquility's Rest in Caravanserai. Okay. Do we go to the cult of the changing god, or to the Order of Truth? Okay, let's go with the Order of Truth. An addendum added. What's the addendum? In Government Square from here, follow the path around to the left and look for the stairs going up. Okay, thank you.
All right.
You have a name, so let's talk to you. Facing the edges of the crowd is a paunchy old soldier with a swaggering stride. At the moment, however, his jauntiness seems overshadowed by worry, and he alternates between watching the execution and searching the crowd as if looking for a miracle. Then his eyes light on you. I've never seen his face before. This might be just the break I need.
I
You look like someone who believes in justice. How'd you like to help a poor soul wrongfully condemned?
What? I don't need anything, but my friend there on the platform is dying. The nightmares his executioners have induced in him spill from him with every word he speaks, and they wrap around him like a snake. He glances at the execution. I know there are but a few strands around him now, but in a few days' time they'll choke the life out of him. I cannot imagine a more horrible way to die. Well, that's not true. I have an imagination that would shame a sailor. Okay. You'll need to be swift and willing to hold justice above law, but there's a way to save him, if you will hear me out. Okay. First of all, why? Is friendship not reason enough? Actually, truth to tell, there's more to it than that. I'm partly to blame for him being up there, and guilt's a strong motivator, huh? Why is your friend being executed? A misunderstanding. Reese and I were hired to deliver some expensive brandy to an out-of-town buyer. Would you believe that the bottles were stuffed with state secrets? Reese was accused of selling information to the enemies of Segus Cliffs. They called him a traitor. Tragic. If I'd known he might have escaped too, then we wouldn't be in this mess. It was a travesty. The poor lad had no idea what was in there. But you did, right? Well, there's a place for talking about what I know and what I don't. This isn't the place. Luck? I was taking a piece when they came for him. Went through the back window and scampered up to the roof. I watched poor Reese being led away from hiding spot. Sure, I'd get him free. I hope it's a promise I can keep. Okay, let's talk about the plan. A simple one, but requires nerve. Listen, it would be nothing for someone of your noble demeanor to masquerade as a city official and ask the council clerk for an archived copy of an old stay of execution. Once you have it, I'll write out a fresh one and add Reese's name. Then we'll present it to the overseer here, and poor Reese will be set free. There you have it. Risk-free. Yeah, it does actually seem like a really risky plan. Nonsense. It couldn't be simpler. Just be calm, confident, and wear a winning smile. He gives you a winning smile. Well, you're welcome to try, friend, but leave me out of this. Segus Cliff's crowds are notoriously bloodthirsty, and the execution officials are not known for their sense of humor. You might regret it later, and you'll be alone where you did. Too many unknowns in a scheme like that. Not enough escape routes. Yeah, let's help. Excellent, then you will need a proper story and a badge of office. Fortunately, I have the first and you can buy the second from Sangolin, the clothing merchant in Government Square. Once you've badge of office, you will tell the council clerk you're from the Judicial Oversight Committee looking into corruption in the commutations of capital sentences. The stay you're asking for is that of a notorious gangster named Cole Cardin, who was mysteriously set free a few years ago. When you get Cole's stay of execution, I'll make copy. Yeah, you see, simple. Now, if you let me join you, I'd be happy to show you around the city and help you with all this, and whatever else you have going. What do you say? No, I actually don't wanna go with that guy. Suit yourself, but don't waste time. Reese hasn't much left. Bring the document to me when you have it. Any other questions before you go? Well, actually, who are you? Captain Lachlan Tiber. Retired. Extremely retired. Once a soldier of fortune, now it's plaything. But my story can wait. Saving Reese's life comes first. No, I don't have... Farewell.
I'm ready.
What's this? Oh, it's an octameron.